Yo, what is good, YouTube? Biscuits here, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be customizing the Lampadati Cinquemila. This vehicle is primarily based on a Maserati Quattroporte in real life. This vehicle is actually the fastest sedan for circuit racing in GTA Online. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. We'll hop in here and we'll get to modifying. So the Lampadati Cinquemila is in the sedans class, category 4 racing. And we'll start off with the armor and the brakes. For the front bumpers, we can do a splitter, carbon splitter, a primary street splitter, a secondary, a carbon street. We have a primary bolt-on splitter. We have a secondary carbon and the primary bolt-on race splitters. Same thing, but secondary carbon, primary GT bolt-on, and the secondary GT bolt-on and carbon. I think the carbon street splitter looks the best, so let's go for that. For the rear bumpers, we can do a black GT bumper, so it looks like it's just a diffuser. We can do a chrome diffuser. Black GT bumper again, but we have giant fins on the side. And same thing, but chrome. Okay, we'll go for the black GT bumper, absolutely. For the engine, let's go all the way up on that. For the exhaust, we have a single tip exhaust. Single chrome, carbon, we have oval, we have dual split oval, chrome box tipped, titanium, and the chrome angled. I really like the chrome angled oval exhaust, so let's throw that on. Moving on to the grille, so we can do chrome, do a billet grille. We have chrome billet, got vertical bar grill, got the vertical chrome, and we got inverted shark and inverted chrome shark. All right, let's go for the inverted shark grill. That is looking pretty nice. For the hood, I can use secondary carbon. We have some primary vents. Secondary vents, carbon. We got primary vented hood, a secondary vented, carbon vented, primary middle intake, okay, and then secondary middle intake, carbon, primary intake vented hood, secondary and carbon, and finally we have a primary high performance hood. And it's also available in a secondary and a carbon as well. Let's go for the primary middle intake. For the headlights, we will go xenon. So livery, we've got a few different options here. Looks like we get a white stripe. We have a black stripe, white double, black double. We have faded purple. Got a few race liveries. It's like a partial two-tone. Kind of interesting look there. Got the redwood race, half camo, and then a full camo livery. Of course, we got to have the camo liveries for Maserati. I know camo liveries and Maseratis go together like peanut butter and jelly. Okay, for the mirrors, we can do a secondary or carbon. I think I would leave those stock. Mud guards, absolutely not. Plate. Let's go for my custom biscuits plate, but we'll make it yellow on black. Respray, let's come back to that very last. For a roof, so we can change it from black to primary. We can also do carbon. We have some vortex fins, as well as secondary and carbon vortex fins. We have primary sports roof and secondary and carbon as well for the sports roof. Use some roof bars in case you want to throw your skis on there and head up to the mountains. Same thing, but secondary and carbon. Primary sports roof, I think we're going to have to go for that. For the side skirts, we have a primary, we have a secondary carbon, a primary street skirt, secondary carbon, another primary racing skirt. The wings on the side is just a little much, especially for a vehicle that's in the sedans class. Carbon racing skirt, primary sports, chrome. That's very interesting. We have a chrome competition. Okay. I think we're gonna have to go for the carbon skirt. It definitely looks the cleanest and it matches up with the front carbon lip option we went for, so we'll go for that. For the spoiler, we do have a primary street lip spoiler as an option. Same thing but secondary and black and carbon. We also have primary ducktail, secondary black and a carbon ducktail as well. We got primary low-level GT wing, secondary carbon. We have primary mid-level GT wing, and we also have that in secondary and carbon. We have a primary high GT wing with secondary and carbon. Oh boy, these giant spoilers just do not belong on this car at all. So I really like the ducktail. I can tell you right now I'm picking the ducktail, so I gotta figure out if I want primary or carbon. Let's go primary. I'll make it nice and clean. Sun strips, we've got a primary, secondary, or black option. Suspension, let's go ahead and lower this all the way down to sport suspension. Close that wheel gap, and this thing is looking very nice. Transmission will go all the way up, of course, and turbo, absolutely. First, we'll do windows. We'll go ahead and black them out with some limo tint. Now we'll go back to the wheels. These concave racers look absolutely phenomenal on this vehicle, so we're going to have to throw those on. Bulletproof tires, absolutely. Okay, so we have a primary color. We also have a secondary color. And for the secondary color, I'm not seeing anything change, so the only time you're getting a secondary color is if you opted for any secondary body options. For example, like a secondary front lip or the secondary roof option. Okay, so we just got one color we got to figure out. Since this is a Maserati, I'm definitely thinking metallic. This metallic cast iron silver looks pretty clean, and I think we're going to have to try that. And let's go for a light blue pearlescent. I think that's going to look very nice once it gets out in the sun. Alright, that should be everything. Let's go ahead and get this outside. We can do a sound test and some first driving impressions. Alright, and here is the Lampadati Cinquemila outside. First thing I noticed, these headlights. These headlights are definitely unique. I've not seen headlights like this before in this game, so that's kind of interesting. I kind of dig how the air vents protrude out. That is a pretty interesting look. I'm actually really digging this paint. This color just looks really nice on this Maserati. Speaking of nice, the wheels look very nice as well. And there is quite a bit of chrome accent on this vehicle. As you can see, there is the window trim is chrome. The door handles are chrome, and the outer portion of the grille is chrome as well. The ducktail spoiler looks very nice on this vehicle, as well as the rear diffuser. Get all the doors open and take a closer look at everything. Starting off underneath the hood at the engine model, this is actually quite the amount of detail. I really like the red accent on the engine model, very nice. So here is the passenger side for the co-captain seat in the front. And man, this interior just does not match this vehicle at all. Like, first of all, this like boxy back seat, and then also like this like elastic baggage in the back of the seats. That's like something from like the 80s and early 90s. You do not see that on modern vehicles at all. So that's definitely out of place. Here is the trunk. Nothing really special back here. Back over here to the driver's side passenger. And finally, the driver's side. Yeah, the interior is kind of weak sauce. It looks like it's just copy and pasted from just like a regular car. Nothing special at all. I do see 3 pedals, so I guess this car is a manual transmission. And that does appear to be a stick shift. Okay. So at least that matches up. That's nice. Alright, let's go ahead and give it some gas and we can rev it up and do that sound test. Very nice. Sounds very good. Definitely sounds like a exotic V8 exhaust note. So I'm really confused. If you look in the top left corner of the screen, there is currently just pieces of trash just appearing out of nowhere. So I don't know what's going on there. Okay, back to the Lampadati Cinquemila. Nice, so pretty decent top speed and acceleration for sedans class, for sure. Check out the handling here. Okay, surprisingly, the handling is quite good. There's like no oversteer. So this looks to be about the top speed for the Cinquemila. Nothing to write home about, but at the end of the day, you have to remember this is a sedan. So honestly, not a terrible top speed for a non-HSW vehicle. Let's try a brake test. Brake. Nice. Brakes are very good. This thing stopped on a dime. Let's go ahead and do a drive train test real quick. Okay, so that is very surprising. The Cinquemila is rear-wheel drive, but it does not handle like it's rear-wheel drive. That's very interesting. Okay, so if I try hard enough on turns, I can get the rear end to break loose, but it is not easy to do. So yeah, the handling is quite impressive on this thing. I think my only complaint about this thing is just not quite fast enough, but then again, I'm used to HSW vehicles, so as soon as I test a non-HSW vehicle, that's kind of my first thing. It's not very fast. Alrighty guys, so there you have it, the Lampadati Cinquemila. Overall, this is a must-buy vehicle if you want the fastest car in the sedans class in all of GTA Online. The grip and the handling is definitely on point. This thing is very well balanced. It could be a little bit faster in a straight line, but not a huge deal. So if you guys are into racing GTA Online for the sedans class, I would definitely recommend the Lampadati Cinquemila. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please smash that like button. Subscribe for more stuff just like this. Thank you guys for watching. Please stay safe, and I will see you on the next video. Peace out.